Does she sing?
Our mother liked Sam Cooke, so we had to lead with that. Now, my mother's probably sitting over there right now thinking, they forgot about me. My kids haven't said one thing. But let me tell you about that humble woman seated back there. She has absolutely no idea how great she is. I'm going to try and commit. She has no idea the impact that she's had on our lives, and she just doesn't know the wonderful things that she's done for everybody in this room, but most especially for her children. Got to tell you a little bit about 346 Glen Road. That's where we grew up. And we didn't have the idyllic childhood. We grew up with a father who was an alcoholic, and he was a mean alcoholic. He was abusive to my mother. He was a good man in his own right, but he had his own weaknesses. But our growing up was not always pleasant. Yet, that woman seated back there made our childhood the most pleasant one that we could just have imagined. So she helped us to have a normal childhood. Every holiday was special. Every birthday was special. She made sure that things were right for us. And she's not even aware of that. She really does not have any idea. And about 2 years ago, my mother got sick. And it was shocking for us because that was the first time that the three of us had even entertained the thought that there's going to come a day when my mom's not going to be here with us. So we really, it brought us closer together. I think it brought us closer to our mom, but it really was an awakening moment. And it was a funny moment too because it was at Thanksgiving time. And we are so very used to my mother cooking at Thanksgiving. So my mom was sick and she was hospitalized, and the three of us, grown, mature people, completely destroyed a Thanksgiving meal. I mean, you could have taken the rolls and played baseball with them. We destroyed that meal. But we took it to my mom in the hospital, and she ate every bit of it. That shows you her character. We didn't even eat it. But my mom ate every bit of it. And for part of her therapy, one of the doctors asked my mom to come up with 5 things that she liked about herself. And she couldn't do it. So Karen and I are helping her. She couldn't come up with 5 things that she liked about herself. So we borrowed from David Letterman. And we came up with not 5 things, but we came up with 16 things that we love about our mother. So we're going to share this with you now. Now, Marcus did make a comment. Marcus is one of those millennials, younger people, kind of was talking about generations. Marcus said, why didn't we do a PowerPoint? And the thought just never crossed my mind. So we went kind of old-fashioned. But we're going to share these. Some of these are lighthearted, some of these are serious, but they're things that are sentimental to us. Tell you a little bit about our mother. All right, first thing.
When she strings all 3 of your names together in one breath, we knew we were in trouble. The worst thing I ever wanted to hear was, Craig Benjamin Carter, get in this house. That was trouble. Her. You want me to keep doing it? Karen Dylan Craig. Yep. Her food cannot be topped. My mother is the best cook in the world. She butchers people's names and makes us laugh. Evander Holyfield became Holy Vanderfield. You can tell her reaction if she likes a Christmas gift. If you got an ooh, that means she liked it. If you got a very good, you didn't do too well. She makes the world's best collard greens. That's a fact. Marcus says she calms me down when Mommy makes me mad.
Why do you think she's making anybody mad?
She kept our family going when we were growing up. She helps all people, nuts, weirdos, people needing a comforting voice, and are always drawn to her. Nuts. She is paying my car insurance. That's from Eric, your nephew. She always has a calming word when things are not going well, and that is true. She's always there when we need her. And by the way, we have called her for some stupid things. Her stillness cheers us up. Silliness. I need glasses, Connie. Her silliness cheers us up. She is kind and never has a bad word to say about anyone. She always says the right thing, even if you don't want to hear it at that moment. She is the strongest woman we know, even though she doesn't realize it. And last, she always makes your favorite meal for your birthday. I'm going to close it out with this. I want to say something to everybody at the table. Uncle Johnny, I only met you one time. I'll never forget it. We went to a club. You taught me something. I'll never forgot that night. Everybody got a phone number from a girl, and I didn't. And he embarrassed the heck out of me. But you taught me one thing about something. Don't ever be afraid. Get some game and go. I got married. I got divorced. We got to talk later. I need some more game. Demetrius, I'm going to tell you something. When we used to hang out, all the family in Queens, I used to like that I got to go to your house, because nobody wanted to go to sleep in Miss Mendez's house. God bless her soul, but nobody wanted to go to sleep there. You at least let us go to sleep. Thank you. Aunt Gloria, love you. I used to love your spaghetti. Man, your spaghetti. I used to love coming over your house, getting that spaghetti. But man, that tea was sweet. But I always loved coming to your house. And I don't care what y'all say. I love Hamburger Helper. And I always like that. I always got it over there. You always let me come there. You let me stay there one summer. I got a job that summer. You let me be like one of your kids. Thank you. Uncle Connie, you scared me growing up. Every one of us, you can know it. Whenever we had Thanksgiving, when Uncle Connie came in the room, we all shut up. We got quiet. We were scared. But you know what? As a boy growing up, like my sister said, my dad was a little bit rough at times. But I remember staying there that one summer, and he would just say little words to me. And little things, and he treated me like I was one of his kids, and you were like a dad to me when my dad was gone. And I thank you for that. And I'll never forget that time I ate your pork fried rice. And I said, who ate my pork fried rice? I said, oh Lord, I'm going to get shot. I am dead. And Aunt Gloria came and said, hey, you were supposed to eat that. I was like, uh-oh. Thank you for understanding. But last but not least, my mom. Mom, you always told me the truth. When like I said, you always told me the truth. You made me believe in myself when I didn't. You told me I can when I didn't believe I could. You always were there. Whenever I was in trouble, a punishment from my mother meant a punishment from my mother. And I learned that there is right and wrong from my mother. And she always told me the truth, and I never, ever forgot that. And Mom, I hope that one day, before anything happens, that one day you'll be able to say, I'm proud that you are my son. And I'll say to you, from the words of the song, I'll always love my mama. She's my favorite girl.